of the closing doors, please.
So the New York subways are notorious for being horrible places to shoot. It's loud, the lights are horrible, and there's a lot of freaking people. But I want to show you something. Today we're going to be shooting some awesome watches, but we're not in the subway. I lied, it's a set. Let's get into it. What is up, guys? Welcome back to Once Upon a Time. And in today's video, as you can see, we're in this crazy New York subway set. We're gonna be doing a little campaign for a watch company. Pretty much gonna take you through like a BTS/vlog of what's going on, what I'm thinking. Yeah, but before we get started into the video, I just wanted to say thank you so much. We've officially hit 1 year of YouTube, which is pretty crazy. I'm gonna put claps and stuff. And yeah, I wanted to just first show you this crazy ass set because it's really crazy that this exists. Apparently it was used for SNL at one point, but everything here is solid. It was handmade by Sean, the owner of this place. You can see his tag here. So let me show you around. All right, so as you can see, we're kind of in this huge kind of warehouse. Here's Teo. Yeah, follow him. One of our models today. Yeah, so the whole thing is that the watches are themed around New York City subways, right? It has the colors of the mats that you see on the ground. And when I was thinking about, oh, I want to make a video or a photo shoot, I really struggled with finding a place where we could do it that wasn't the subways because, like I said, the subways are so loud, so many people. You normally can't control the lights like you can in this place. And so it just makes for not a great experience. So I thought, okay, I'm gonna look around, and I found this place. And look, I mean, this whole thing was handmade. Apparently it was for a TV show or something, but even the tiles out here are like dirty, like in New York, you know? They have all of these, what did he say? They're ads, but they're like not affiliated with anything. So you can use them for all of your needs. And yeah, everything is like solid, like, so, you know, pretty crazy. But let's get started. I'm gonna be showing you a little bit of what I think, a little bit of the shots, and yeah, it's gonna be a great time. So let's do it. So this is really weird because you guys got two watch videos back to back. It just so happened that it was like that. But I shot this a couple months ago, and what's really crazy is that I never realized how much work goes into this when you actually have to shoot something for a company. You know, I'm still pretty new to creating big budget things, but even just getting a team, finding the location, making sure everybody's on time, making sure they're fed. These are all things that I had to think about that I had never thought about on my little shoots when I'm just doing portraits. So it was definitely a learning experience, but it was fun. So, now with this being a first time for me, I was also very unprepared. And one of the things that I didn't account for was the fact that watches are not all one size. And I didn't have the right tools to fix them to the right side. So I had to have the models hold them in like these awkward ways, which I think hindered the whole experience as a whole. But I tried my best to get everything to look like it fit. But you guys tell me, what do you think? Do you think they fit? Now, another thing that I really wanted to put forward in this photo shoot was the idea that New York has a bunch of different people. And so I got a bunch of different people from different backgrounds, etc., etc. And Sophie was just the perfect person for this too, because they have this kind of grungy, cool red hair look that just really attracted the camera, and it made for some awesome shots. Okay, go ahead, be free. Be free. That might be cool if you do something like, like fun on the subway kind of thing. Exactly. Now, you guys know I'm a ride or die for this Fujifilmx100VI, and I thought this was the perfect place to kind of put it to the test, right? We have very bad lighting, it's directional, it's right on top of them, we're shooting dainty, tiny things. So I was like, okay, I don't know if this is gonna work. I kind of put all my eggs in one basket, but I think they turned out pretty great actually. And as you can see, everything just looks great on Sophie. So big shout out to Sophie, you killed it. That's incredible, you guys. Super fire. 3, 2, 1. Nice. I'm gonna show you so you guys can adjust yourself to see fit. Maybe let's, Theo, maybe bring your body in. Can you guys almost do like a fake lean, like you're coming in with the watch a little bit? Kind of like that? Yeah, exactly. 3, 2, 1. Now, another thing I wanted to do for this shoot specifically was adding a little bit of that editorial flair that I love. So a lot of focus on details, weird poses, not necessarily weird, but just out there or just different, like them holding onto the railing with the watches I really love, them sitting down, details of the watches while they're sitting down. It was a combination of a lot of things, but I think it's important to deliver to the client something that they for one love, and that they have a variety of things to choose from, because for example, you might not know the owner of the brand too much, you don't know exactly what they want, they're kind of letting you run free, so just a nice variety. Alright, so we found that this little, you can actually step outside. I don't know why I didn't think of this, but it makes for some really cool grimy photos because you have this like little frosted glass here. Makes it look super New York. Bend the elbow a little. Yeah, you can do like more of a closer to you. Yeah, that's fine. That's great.
right there. All right, can I have you stand in the middle?
Now, one thing that I totally forgot about was the fact that I could literally just stand outside and take photos. In a lot of my videos, I also talk about foreground and using foreground as an element to tell stories a little bit better. And in this case, it all just worked out so perfectly because these glass that was outside was kind of moggy. It made for really moody, nice, kind of storytelling photos here, a lot moodier, and it ended up being some of my favorite photos from the whole set. So anyways, whenever you're out and about, make sure to use foreground when you can. So after these shots, I went back and I wanted to get group photos, so I got some of all of them, and then I separated them in group. Obviously, when you're doing editorials or anything fashion related, it's important to get group photos where you see all of the items at the same time. We had 3 watches, so I made sure to always have 3 models at the time. We started off with Teo, Masa, and Sophie, and we were able to get just a nice variety. Now, another thing that was really important to do here, because it's obviously a subway set, was that I had to go into Photoshop and extend kind of the sides and the top and bottom just so that it felt like it was a complete train and not just like obviously a cutout or a subway. As far as the lighting goes, I just had to struggle with it and edit it. And then obviously we did some of them holding onto the railing, which I thought ended up being some of my favorite photos as well, just because it looks so artistic and like minimal. This is the final shot.
Oh, what the hell? Whoa, it's the bounce.
And then to finish up the video, we just did a little bit of video with all of them because I just wanted to get some cinematic stuff. Again, this was all shot with the Fujifilmx100VI, but yeah, take a look at some of these videos.
Alright guys, that was it for the video. Sorry for the delays, the train was late, but I really appreciate you all watching. Here's everybody's Instagram, make sure to follow them, they're amazing people. And next time I see you, I'm going to buy 75 capybaras and sell them on the black market. See you next week.